emphasis on just one or two things.
Upon arrival, Ssenyonyi expressed disappointment over the absence of UBOS's executive director, Dr. Chris Mukiza, and his deputy. Their no-show was particularly notable as UBOS had requested the meeting to be rescheduled to this date so that they could provide insights into the census issues.
Began to put out to engage with you people after you released the census results. It was back and forth. It had been confirmed for some time. Then you people requested, we push it. So when you finally confirmed again that the reason you requested for it to be pushed was for the ED and deputy to be here. They are not here.
The meeting primarily focused on addressing widespread complaints regarding errors and inconsistencies identified in last year's census. In addition, the non-payment of some enumerators and guides who participated in the census, despite UBOS receiving 327 billion shillings for the census, was also a matter of concern.
There were errors, switching of results. Many ethnic and tribal groupings were complaining, which errors were eventually acknowledged by yourselves. The Bachiga, for example, complained, Langi, Bagisu, Acholi, and so on. So we sought to engage at that time to have a good understanding on behalf of the people of Uganda whom you were accounting. What happened? What went wrong? How can it be rectified?
UBOS acknowledged some of the errors in the census report, which it says it clarified, and had most of the changes in the updated report.
It's true, there are a couple of errors, and in statistics, one of the principles indicates that when you identify an error and you acknowledge that it's an error, you are supposed to make it public. And so it was made public and corrections were made.
On the pending payment of the remaining enumerators and guides, the statistics body says it had paid up to 99% of the enumerators. However, the pending ones faced payment issues due to discrepancies in their mobile money accounts, while others had their details improperly submitted by local governments. UBOS committed to rectifying these payment issues by the end of the financial year.
The payment was on e-cash as guided by government, that you had to pay the last person. Now, because you are paying the last person, it meant that you had to pay people whose mobile phones are registered in their names. And so the system could not pay somebody who registered as James Muonge, but worked as somebody else.
During the question and answer session, opposition members of parliament raised concerns over the necessity of forming a select committee to investigate the inaccuracies in the census data, arguing that the process could have been politically interfered.
For me, my proposal immediately is that we need to move a motion, we need a select committee to come and investigate this team, what actually went wrong, and even see and determine whether there were actually political interference.
When I came here, I thought that most of you had already excused yourselves and you went away. Having been given 327 billions to collect data for the nation, and the following day you came up with excuses that the data you produced was actually wrong.
The opposition legislators also criticized the nature of UBOS's report, describing it as overly simplistic and lacking crucial disaggregated data.
As I interacted 2 days back with several district planners, they informed me, Honorable MP, we are still stuck. The information we have, we can't release it officially because UBOS has not officially released the disaggregated data by sub-county. Could we know when are we going to have that data?
After a rigorous session of queries, UBOS officials provided detailed responses to the concerns raised, particularly regarding updates to the census report.
We can't say that 100% were counted. There is a 4.3% that was not counted, and we are aware of that. And if a percentage is less than 5%, then you don't have to, in many countries, you don't have to do adjustments to it.
The outcome of this engagement leaves open more scrutiny into government entities as the opposition reiterates its commitment to holding government institutions accountable, ensuring that the interests of the populace are safeguarded. David Ijjo, NTV Tonight.